How's everybody doing? Hanging in there? That's good to hear. Me too. I'm back. Been a little while. I was kind of waiting around to see what my next actual mystery box would be coming in. I should have two coming in here soon. One will be another one of the Christmas Comes Early boxes from I Want This Stuff. That should be here probably Monday or Tuesday, I think. I'll be able to go pick it up. And then I also got shipping notice for the new BAM box, so I would guess that'll probably be later in the week. Thursday, Friday, somewhere in there. So, two things to look forward to. So if you're not a subscriber, you better get on the ball so you don't miss those. You'll be entertained. I guarantee it. The Christmas Comes Early box, the other ones I've gotten have been freaking amazing. So, subscribe, hit the notification bell. We'll be all set. In the meantime, thought I'd go ahead and do a video anyhow, because like I said, if you watch some of my other videos, there used to be a place called Cards One they were kind of a distributor or dealer in a lot of comic book supplies and trading card supplies, sleeves, stuff like that. But they also actually did sell comic books and cards and sealed packs, sealed boxes, stuff like that. They used to have this big bundle type thing you could get where you got 10 different lots. One was 25 pounds of Marvel DC comic books. One was so many graphic novels. One was so many horror comics. One was 100 unopened trading card packs. You got all these bundles for one price. Sad to say though, last time I tried to find Cards One, looks like they're not in business anymore. If anybody knows differently, by all means, give me an updated link or something, because if they still have that available, I would love to get it again. It's been years since I got one of those big bundles. And I've said, that the last time I got it, I think I only went through a couple of things in the whole thing. The rest of it I just put back and never actually went through it. Of course, like I said, it was a while ago, so I don't remember exactly what things I went through and what things I didn't, or if I did a video for any of them before. I don't think I did. I don't remember it. But that's not really saying anything, because, I'm getting old. Just had a birthday, turned 50, so it's fun. Went out to dinner. My mom, we went over and got my dad, and then my daughter and her fiance came. Went to Texas Roadhouse. It was nice, and yes, they did the whole clapping thing and yee-haw and birthday. Of course, I had a heads up though. The waitress asked me if I wanted to be embarrassed, and I was like, I don't care. It don't matter. I was like, yeah, didn't matter. Didn't embarrass me. Had a couple margaritas, the double shot, so yeah, it's all good. But anyway, let's dive in. I got one of the boxes I pulled out from back there. I know it's got comics in it. I don't know which ones. I don't know. They might be a Marvel and DC. They might be independents. I have no idea. So, I mean, it's a pretty full box. I'm not going to go through the whole thing in this video. We'll go through maybe a handful of them, or more than a handful, maybe say 20. We'll pull out 20 and kind of go over and look at them and stuff. And then, we'll just do kind of filler videos, filler content, with me going through that stuff. And, when I don't have other stuff to do videos for. So, sound good? Alright, let's get to it. So we'll just pull, I'll just pull a stack here. Start out with, put them on top. Alright. So I'm just based on the one I just pulled off the top. It looks like these might be a lot of independent comic books which sometimes, honestly, can be really good comics. And you know, the great thing about independents is, depending on how old they are when they came out, you know, some of the writers, some of the artists of these comics that are independent might actually be working for doing stuff for Marvel and DC now, which can sometimes drive some of these independent books up in value, because when they get a fan base through their work with Marvel or DC or Image, you know, the bigger comic book publishers, and then people find out, oh well, they used to do an independent, you know, comic book called this or that, you know, then people want to go back and try to find this stuff. And a lot of times these independent ones, hence the name independent, they're not mass produced, and a lot of times they're only produced for so long, and then so there's like, to a certain extent, a lot of independent titles can almost be kind of limited editions, because you know, they don't have the financial resources to just keep producing copies of that particular comic time and time again. So there might only be so many of these actually out there in circulation. This is the publisher is called Cult Press. Cult Press. Let's see. Let me take it out of the. I'll take it out of the plastic. The backing board. We have one called Roadways. It is black and white. It's a black and white comic, which a lot of times, a lot of independent ones are. Again, you know, budgeting and stuff like that. So, this is one I've never heard of. Roadways. Looks like he's holding a crossbow. So, excuse me. It's damn weather, I tell you. Ugh. Always hate the changeover from you know, summer. I mean, I like fall, but it's that changeover from the warmer temperatures to the cold temperatures that it always screws with me. All right, let me find a place to put these. Next, this is from Night Press. This is another #1. That Roadways was the #1, which always, that's another good thing to always. If you're gonna collect comic books or whatever, even if they're independent, low print runs, stuff like that. If you can always get the #1 of a series, it's always a plus to hold on to those. Here we have Warlace Artifacts. Let's see if this one is in color or it's in black and white. And again, it's in black and white. So like she's some kind of warrior or something. When did this come out? 1997. So I mean, it's not real old. Well, technically that's like still 24. Gotta kind of wrap my head around the either 90s or, you know, actually, you know, 20 some years ago now. Alright. Now, ooh, this one looks pretty cool. It's from North Star Comics. I like the cover of this. This looks like it'd be pretty interesting. Yeah. Cold-blooded. Blood spatter on there. So he's got some blood running down the front of him. Again, it is in black and white. Character kind of reminds me of like Sabretooth, maybe a little bit. Yeah, that's the other thing. You know, even back when I was like collecting comics regularly, I kind of went more towards the Marvel, DC, and Image. I love the Image comics, comic borrowing. So I didn't get a lot of independent comics, but there are a ton of independent publishers out there. Like I said, the times I have gotten independent comics and actually looked at them, read them, they're really good stories. So you get a chance, check out some independent publishers. Wow, this one looks cool too. This almost has kind of like an Image, because Image, a lot of the Image titles, Spawn, Silverhawk, Youngbloods, they all had that. They had Eric Larson and Todd McFarlane and Mark Silvestri. Who else was there? But they had a very the Image comics, the Image titles had a very unique look to them, and this is kind of what it kind of makes me think of the Image kind of style. This is called Grimlock. Ain't that the name of a Transformer? Black and white, but it's definitely more shaded and detailed. I'll have to check that one out. Looks really good. Alright, let's start cruising through these again. I'm not gonna pull every one of them out so we can get through this stack. Alright, this one, and which way does it need to go here? This one is just called Portraits of Eddie. Might be really good. Don't sound very exciting. This looks a slight bit disturbing. Counterparts. This guy's literally like in pieces. So, very unique art style on the cover of that. Almost kind of reminds me of like Mad Magazine a little bit. Show my age. I don't even know if Mad Magazine's still around or not. Next, another number one. This is got, I think all of these are number ones. Cool. Awakening Comics, 1999. Different cover. I'm guessing this is probably like a bunch of like little short, like strips or little short comics within one. Oh, this gives me kind of a Turok dinosaur hunter type of feel. Again, number one, Escape Velocity. Kind of mixing like the sci-fi with dinosaurs there. I think this comic goes for 25 cents. Is that on the comic or? Yeah, it's on the comic. I'm gonna try to get that off of there eventually. This don't have an actual number on it. From Black Studios, Solo Graphics, Limelight Publishing, Silent Sinner. Yeah, I don't know about that. That's kind of weird. Next, Notorious Rex. Not to be confused with Rawhead Rex. Really good movie. They need a reboot of that. Using like today's abilities with like CG and stuff like that. That'd be amazing. Not to take away from the original. I love the original movie. Alright, here we have, this is part 1 of 4, Home Sweet Home. David Zapanta's Hairbat. remember this one. I think I've heard of this before. We have She, The Way of the Warrior, from William Tucci. This is number 4. Holding a shuriken. Alright, next. Oh, this is by the same. This is the same title. This is number 5. Maybe it's the swimsuit edition. Might be. No, you don't know. Alright, next. Oh, here we got an Image. This is an Image title. Lady Pendragon, number 2. So, that's a pretty cool title. That's a good comic series there. Or I mean, Image. Every one of the artists at Image Comics is just absolutely phenomenal. All right. Looks like we've got London Knight Publishing. This is Everett Hartso's Razor, number 4. Parental advisory, mature material on it. Oh, okay, yeah. I see why they put that on there now. Yeah. It's got a little bit of skin showing in there. And then we have number 6 of the same title. So this one don't have the parental advisory on it. So, oh, this one's in black and white. That's kind of different. Huh. All right. Let's do 2 more and then we'll call it a quit on this video. It's Max Comics. We have Black Widow. I'm assuming this is not to be confused with the Marvel's Black Widow, although she does kind of have that Black Widow vibe of, you know, of Black Widow assassin. Parental advisory, explicit content. Is it just for the violence in it, or yeah, it must be just for the violence, because I didn't see anything like nudity or anything in it. Alright, last one, and then we will call it a quit on this video. This is from Digital Webbing. I've heard of this. Number 1. We have a Blood Rain. Tokyo Rogue. So this should be a good read too. I like the Blood Rain character. Nice artwork inside. Nice full color. So yeah, there we go. All right, so looks like there's some good ones in there. When I can find time to actually sit down and look through them and read them, who knows? But there's plenty more to go through. So stay tuned. If you enjoyed the video, if you enjoyed seeing like that, I know it's not a real exciting video. I'll admit that. I mean, we're just going through some comics. But if you found it interesting, give me a thumbs up. As always, stay safe, stay healthy. Dealing with this weather. And look out for yourself and those around you. Till the next time, see ya.